Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of our Pokemon Radical Red Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. I hope you guys are doing well today. I am very excited to be back recording with you guys because really it's actually been pretty close to a week. I did a lot of pre-recording, as you guys know. I've kind of talked a lot about that, but I actually had a wedding to go to for my wife's cousin this past weekend, and we did leave on a Thursday. We came back on a Sunday. It's now Tuesday morning, and I'm trying to get a lot done today. And so I'm jumping back into Radical Red, again, having not recorded for quite some time, but excited to jump back into it because we did do a little bit of training off screen. We'll talk about all that. And of course, I'll give you guys a little bit of a lowdown on the wedding and things like that as well, just to keep you in the loop, and hopefully you guys had a good weekend as well. But as we look at the team here, guys, we did reconfigure a little bit at the end of the last episode. Obviously, we did have a couple deaths, but we did make it to Cerulean City. Now, we got everybody, aside from Emperor, leveled up to level 27. And the only reason we didn't get Emperor leveled up all the way is truthfully because it's kind of hard to level up Emperor. I don't know why. He just doesn't hit very hard, you know? We need to change that nature for sure. Probably making it, I don't know, actually. He's so slow, so maybe it's up in special attack and then lowering in speed. But Ally, Phantom, Dingus, Queen, and then of course our newly added River have all been leveled up. Solid rock here on River, which is pretty awesome. And we definitely need to change some natures here. So let's do that very quickly. And after that, guys, I kind of think the only thing we have to do is head north, which is unfortunately a bit scary because that is where we lost our first run, as you guys know. So we're going to do the best we can not to lose, but you know, things happen. We do understand that realistically those things will happen. And so we're going to hopefully make the best of it. But regardless, guys, I'm really excited to be back recording. And yeah, it's been a little while, so I got to kind of jump back into the swing of things. Now, I do have documentation pulled up for Rad Red here. We're going to kind of take a quick peek at the Nugget Bridge mini bosses, because I do think that will be obviously very, very helpful for us. Now, the first one here looks to be mostly flying type, actually. And so I'm kind of curious to see what we can do here. So we've got a Vivillon and a Butterfree as the leads here. I do think you are just a safe lead almost always. One of these does have Electro Web, and they both have Air Cutter, which actually means this might not be the best lead. I'm thinking I could fake out one of them pretty easily, but I actually think... What do we have here? Rocky Payload. This thing is just a monster. he's such just a beef, you know what I mean? Their movesets are very, very, very solid. What do we have on you? That Electro Web is very scary, which is really what I'm concerned about, to be honest. And I don't know that we've got a lot for it. I mean, we could very easily go just here, but it doesn't really do that much, huh? We just don't have a good option, do we? Let's check. I'm checking movesets. Again, guys, it's been a little while, so I do apologize. I just want to make sure that I get everything as clean as I can at the very least. You know, honestly, guys, I think we do leave Ally in here, and I think we try and get rid of the Electro Web user kind of right away. If we can do that, I'm going to feel in a much better position because that's the only, like, electric type move. Oh, shoot. Hey, before that, I totally forgot we didn't do this. All right, well, here we go. I love it. Guys, we're gonna make the best of this. It'll be fine. There's the Curlia. Sure. Honestly, I'm not like super concerned with this Curlia. It does trace that Rocky Payload, but that's fine. So, Modest Nature, Psybeam, Draining Kiss, Magical Leaf is the moveset here. Let's see those base stats. I really appreciate that base stats are included in this. Draining Kiss is going to be annoying. Thankfully, it's not a super strong move. Okay, that actually didn't do very much, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm gonna feint attack here just to see how much this does. I don't anticipate, well, it actually did quite a bit. Now it is gonna pop the citrus that we do know it has, but I think that's okay. I'm fine with that. Oh, withdrawing. I'm assuming Poniard? Yeah. Okay. Poniard is a little scary with that Sucker Punch in particular. It also has knockoff, which is just so bad. What do we have for you? So definitely not great, not great. And we don't have a whole lot of good answers, do we? I think it's just this is like our safest bet. It's not great. But I do think it's probably just correct. I think we're going to be taking either a Sucker Punch or a knockoff here, is my guess. Guys, as we do kind of jump into this, wow, that did a lot. Choppleberry, okay. As we do kind of jump into this episode, guys, I just want to say, whoa. It lagged for like half a second and I accidentally clicked. That's not what I wanted to click at all. Dang, dude. Kind of messing up here. All right, we'll figure it out. It's fine. Everything's fine. As we do jump into this, I just want to say, I did have a fantastic weekend. Spending some time with my wife at this wedding was phenomenal. We got to dance quite a bit, which was awesome. We really had a good time doing that. Obviously, I think I mentioned this. If I didn't, I apologize. I think I mentioned this though. I did take photos on Friday. So this was like a kind of old school, on Friday was kind of an old school classic Catholic wedding, in the sense that they did like a full mass. They did a welcome party, later on that night. And it was a really good time, honestly. Like we absolutely had a blast. All of us did. I'm gonna swap. This is kind of crazy, but I'm gonna swap in River. We really did have a great time. It was a lot of fun. Thankfully, that should do not too much. We really had a lot of fun, and I got to take photos with my wife on Friday of mass, pre-mass, post-mass, during mass, and then welcome party. Now, I didn't do a lot during the welcome party in general, just because it wasn't really needed. Like there wasn't a whole lot to do there. Ooh, this thing killed one of our Pokemon last time, so we do have to be really careful of that. So we do get a speed drop. That's actually huge. This does have Seismic Toss and Counter, so that's a little scary. I do just kind of want to Absorb, though. It can Seismic Toss, but that's probably the scariest thing. We're just gonna see how much this does. I'm a little worried about River because he is very frail. God, that did nothing. There's the Seismic Toss. Please don't kill. I'm a little worried. Okay. I forget how Seismic Toss works. It was never gonna kill. Anyway, so my wife and I took photos of a lot of the Friday festivities, and it was such a blast. We had a great time. She was amazing. She got a lot of shots that I couldn't get because I was elsewhere, and vice versa. We had, I think I mentioned, I bought a new camera kind of specifically for this, so that I could hopefully get better quality photos, because my camera, my old camera, was fine, but just not great. It was just outdated. I mean, nothing was like terribly wrong with it. It just wasn't really hitting the same way as it needed to. And so I felt it best to swap. And I'm glad I did, because it really did make a big difference. It was a noticeable difference in editing, that kind of thing. And I think we took a total of like close to 700 photos between the two of us. And at the end of the day, I think we landed on like 150 really good ones that I ended up sharing with them already, with the bride and groom. And it seems like at least they really enjoyed it. So that's great. I really did. Dude, this thing is a problem. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. The EV light on it is a mess. I can't. I want to knock off. Like, that's the thing to do. But I'm so worried about a counter. And Seismic Toss is just gonna wreck us no matter where we go, huh? We do have the effects score on this. Maybe that's an option. I'm gonna try it. Anyway, So we got a lot of really good photos. We had an absolute blast doing it. It was so fun. And we really did. I mean, it was great to see all the family. It was really fun to see. Their wedding was beautiful. It was basically on, not literally on, but it was basically on a beach, which was really cool. I'm so worried about a counter. I'm just gonna try it, dude. This thing is gonna wreck us. And so we enjoyed ourselves quite a bit. We also, for the very first time, actually spent the night without our daughter. This was literally the first time we had ever done that. We had tried previously to, oh, come on. Are you serious? We tried one time to have somebody else put her to bed while we were out doing like a sort of a double date at like a neighbor's house, but they invited us over for drinks. That was literally all it was. But it ended up being that, oh my God, dude, what is happening? How is it landing every single confusion? This is insane, dude. I can't touch it. I need to, God, dude, this is so bad. I just have to go with queen. This is ridiculous. Honestly, this is ridiculous. It's landing confusion every single time. I need to knock it off, but I can't. Like, I literally can't get a safe knockoff on it. And nothing is doing enough. Like, we just are not getting anywhere, and a counter is gonna wreck us, but crunch is our best bet. I think there's an icy wind. Maybe we can get through this. This thing is insane. The ice or the snow here is actually really helpful for us, but I'm so worried about a counter. Anyway, so it was a successful night. Our daughter was amazing. She slept beautifully for we actually brought a babysitter like down with us and paid her, and she was phenomenal. She was excellent. Just a family friend of ours. And we really, I mean, truthfully, it was just an incredible time. We all were really enjoying ourselves. It was great. I don't know, dude. I feel like we are so just like outplayed in this one. But yeah, so there you go. We had a great time. It was obviously very busy and we were pretty much swamped the entire time. Literally, like, it was pretty astounding how busy we ended up being, because it was kind of a non-stop weekend in the sense, of course, now we get the defense drop. I'm gonna Aqua Jet. That priority coming in handy. And so we really, like, we did not stop pretty much all weekend. Saturday morning we had a little bit of time, which was nice, but that was about it. So this thing no longer has a berry, which is nice. I mean, I'm just gonna Aqua Jet, hope for the best. It does somewhat of a chunk, I guess. Oh, great. Forgot we're psychic type. Awesome. Queen is down. Dude, what in the world is happening? We just have nothing for this. So I can go into this fake out for free, basically. But then it's a swap after that's a bit of a problem. So we fake out, for sure. That was a crit, I'll take it. Wasn't great, but it's something. But it resists everything. This sucks. This really sucks. So Phantom is like, I just don't know what it's gonna go for here. I mean, thankfully it's physical. We could just go into Dingus. And just kind of hope for the best here. I don't know. This is rough. Can't believe we lost Queen, dude. Queen was such an all-star for us. There's a low sweep. Thankfully, low sweep is not very good, but our speed does drop, which is terrible. This is much harder than last time. I mean, I'm just gonna feint attack and hope for the best. There's a sucker punch. Guys, I don't know. They're just gonna sucker punch again. Can we use that to our advantage? I'm switching way too much. Like, that's the problem. but like I just have nothing to go into. I've got nothing. All right. Let's hope we outspeed. Mud shot. All right, we do. So that is a gone Pawniard at least. This is so bad. I'm so upset. So its speed stat is 36. Of course, it traces solid rock. Let's just look at our speed stats here. So 55, 15. I think everybody aside from... Okay, so those two are not. All right. So most everybody is going to outspeed. Not quite everybody, but that's fine. Like, I don't think Razor Shell just takes you out, but you do have pretty crap defense. I'm just going to go for it, guys, and hope. Okay, we did it. Wow, guys, that was rough. I'm gonna be honest, I totally just like bypassed the, I thought we had already beat our rival because it's been a little while. And so unfortunately that was just a mistake on my end. And here we are. All right, well, let's go deposit Queen. Dang it, dude. Queen was really good for us too. Jeez. We do have our Poliwag. Look at this box of like kind of crazy good Pokemon. Oops, that's not what I meant. Well, let's do this really quick. We'll grab that. Nope, just no. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm so mad right now. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Now, move Pokemon. Diane, welcome to the squad. I mean, hey, at the very least, we do get another water type, which isn't the worst. I really hate to lose Queen because I really, really liked Queen. I will say this was a really good testament to our dark type weakness though. If you look at a lot of our team, we are very weak to dark type Pokemon. So the problem I have now is that Diane is pretty useless. Which like is fine, sort of. Let's see, let's give the muscle band to somebody for sure. I think River is a good, like, fast physical attacker. That seems pretty reasonable to me. Let's see what we've got in the berry pouch. Let's give a couple berries out. I did not prepare very well for that battle. So here's a question I have. We're gonna just see something. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so here's my question. I need to figure one thing out super quickly. Let's see. You can't go up again, okay. Can we? I want to see if we can change this to no grinding mode. That's not. All right. Mode info. That's not what I need. Dang, can I not? I really want to, I guess I can't, that sucks. I wanted to see if I can set it to no grinding mode, only because if we could do that, it would just save time. Like I got to a point where I was training up Pokemon and I was like, this is fine, but it's also just like a little frustrating. So I was kind of hoping to be able to swap things out, but I mean, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little annoying. All right, so a little worried about the ominous wind on this Butterfree. Do I just do this? I think maybe that's the right call. So if we go ally and river, what I'm able to do, the air cutter is probably going to come through regardless, which sucks, but I think this is just okay. We'll do the best we can, guys. We'll see if we can make it through this stupid nugget bridge this time. All right. Which Pokemon am I more worried about is the question. And I still think it's the... Oh, actually, the Mega Drain is a little scary too, huh? All right, I am gonna try and take out the Butterfree first. So Fake Out's gonna come through and that's gonna flinch it regardless. That actually does a good chunk as well, which is very good. There's the Berry Pop. We knew that was gonna happen if it didn't die, but at least we got that Berry Pop right away. There's the Struggle Bug on both of our Pokemon, okay. Our special attack fail, that makes no difference to me. I do not care. The good news is we do outspeed, I believe, both of these Pokemon regardless. And so I'm gonna straight up Razor Shell here. And then I'm gonna knock off the Vivillon, or Vivillon, excuse me, whatever. Just to get rid of that berry. I don't even know what that berry does, I'm gonna be honest, but it's gone, so that's all I care about. We do have a Wormadam. Oh, thank goodness for XP share. So good. That's actually really helpful. All right, so here's the Struggle Bug again. It's gonna hit both, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We do get the Berry Pop on Ally, which is great. Now, the Pokemon coming out is Wormadam, and Wormadam is a little scary. Its defenses are very, very high. So that's what's worrisome. And it is ground type. Trying to think what the best option is here. So do I just swap? It's probably the safe bet to go into like Phantom. Let's see. It does have some powerhouse moves here. I'm just gonna knock off the Vivillon one more time just to get it out of here for sure. So that'll take it out. So at the very least, we don't have to worry about the Vivillon. I can't say it. I can't say it. Nasty Plot. Yes, please. Let's go. Do we run this special? Probably, right? But I do like having a dark type move. I'm gonna get rid of Taunt. Kind of against my better judgment because I actually really like Taunt. I'm just gonna be honest. I think it's a very good move for this game, but okay, here's the Bulldoze. Please don't kill anything. Thankfully that does very little. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so now we can just focus up on this Wormadam, and I'm not that worried about it, truthfully. I think it should be just fine. We can Shadow Punch. I guess I just Razor Leaf, or... Oh, it has a Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna knock it off. Let's just get rid of that Rocky Helmet so we're not taking residual. That's actually really important. Bulldoze is gonna come through, so it does outspeed, obviously. That's so sad because its speed stat is 28. For the record. But thankfully that did a good chunk. Shadow Punch also does a good chunk, and now there is no residual. And so that just frees us up to be able to knock off one more time. Oh, it Sucker Punches. Okay. Thankfully its attack is garbage, so I wasn't terribly worried about that, but that's our first win against the Nugget Bridge crew here, which is pretty awesome. I am gonna heal up. And we're gonna at least take on the next battle. We're definitely not gonna get all the way through these, but we should be able to at the very least get some progress made, and hopefully we don't lose. So if I look at what we are up against this time, we have got a Jigglypuff with an Eviolite, which is really annoying. And then we have an Amora as well here, which is also a bit annoying, but I think we can actually just keep our lead here between River and Ally. What we can probably do is Fake Out. I mean, I think we just always Fake Out first. It just feels like the best thing. I think we always Fake Out the Jigglypuff. And then probably Razor Shell into... I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. We'll see. But I feel pretty good about this. Brionne is the last Pokemon, and I'm not that concerned about it. So, okay, we got this. I hope. I'm really mad that the Snow Warning synergy with Queen is now just lost. Like, that really sucks. Let's fake out the Jigglypuff. Not gonna do a ton. Actually, that did quite a bit. Razor Shell very nearly one-shotting. Ugh, if only. Okay, here's the round. Wow, that did a lot. Okay. But I think it's actually fine-ish. Maybe. I'm a little worried, to be honest. But I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna knock off here. I want to get rid of this Eevee-Light. That did nothing, but we get rid of that. I'm worried about how much damage this Jigglypuff is gonna do to Ally on the backswing here. It could round again, which is really bad. No, it's gonna Icy Wind. That might even be worse. I don't know the difference on round and Icy Wind. Oh, okay, that did nothing. Hey, I lied. That was nothing. I'm fine. Now, Ally isn't looking great against the Jigglypuff, but it is still looking great against the Brionne. So I'm going to, I think, shoot for staying in here. I think I just Razor Shell now that it doesn't have the Eevee-Light, and then I'm just gonna Razor Leaf to hit some 2-stage damage. Oh, we just knock out. Oh, that's awesome. Now this does also have Icy Wind, but we saw how much the Jigglypuff did, and it was not a lot. And so I feel like we should be okay. Rain Dance. Maybe, actually. I'm gonna get rid of Bubble. Rain Dance is actually pretty solid, so I'm good with that. It allows us to set up. Okay. Please don't kill me. Good. All right. Thank goodness it's not very effective on River. Our speed does drop though. So I think what I'm gonna do here, just to be safe, because I don't really know what this thing could do, I'm gonna Razor Shell because I don't think it can miss. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm actually just gonna swap in Emperor on Ally just for the HP safety. I don't want to lose anybody here, guys. And there we go. So it outspeeds, at the very least, we know it outspeeds River. And I think it's worth it that we did swap out just to be safe. If it got a crit on Ally or something along those lines, there was every possibility we lost Ally, and we cannot lose Ally. There we go, guys. That is battle number 2 down. This has been a terrifying episode. I can't believe we've lost Queen. That really hurts. But I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna heal up. I'm gonna call this an episode. But I think what I plan to do in between episodes is actually train up our new little Diane here. I want to get Diane usable because a good water type is obviously super helpful. Now I will say it's not going to be very helpful against the next trainer with Plusle and Electrike, but as well as the Snover. But I think we can make some moves here to get this thing up. It has physical. It has Fur Coat. Holy crap, that's good. I really wish it kept that ability. We'll see if it does. Anyway, I think that's going to be the game plan, just to give ourselves another usable Pokemon that we can actually throw out if we need to. We do actually have a Water Stone as well, so there's a world where we evolve this, but I kind of want to see where our moveset's at, excuse me, before we do any of that. And we'll kind of reevaluate at the beginning of the next episode, kind of where we're at, and hopefully we can get through Nugget Bridge. I hate that I threw Queen. I really hate that, but it was just a mistake on my end. I totally forgot we hadn't done the rival battle yet. So honestly, guys, that was just my mistake, but you live with the mistakes. Unfortunately, that is just what happens. And I can't fake it. We got to do the episodes, you know? So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And it's so good to be back recording with you all. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next episode.